Hi, my name is Rafael Lasso, and welcome to my channel of music composition. In this chapter, we will talk about, do temperaments really ruin harmony? So, to make it quick, did you know that Western music was out of tune? The music of the radio, of the church, of everything, of the television, of everywhere, it's in a system that is called the temperament. And in this video, we will talk about that. So what is a temperament? A temperament. You have an octave. What is an octave? An octave is you have one note, note A, you have note B. And note A is the lower version of note B. So note A and note B are the same notes, but this note is higher and this note is lower. And in this interval between these two, you have divisions. And a temperament is equally divided. This octave is equally divided in the same distance. That's a temperament, for starters. So why is out of tune? It's out of tune with what? It's out of tune with the harmonic series. The harmonic series are, to make it really quick, where we got our scales and our chords. It's a very interesting physical phenomena that I've learned a lot from it, but we're not going to talk about in this episode about that. We're going to talk about in depth in the next episode, but temperament is out of tune with the harmonic series. So why are we doing this? And there is a popular, very hipster idea about the detune thing, about that Hitler randomly changed the pattern of tuning to 440 and the original one was 432, and those are the original values of stuff like that. I will do another video talking about my opinions of that topic, but this topic is not about temperaments. This is more about the pattern of tuning, the whole system. And that's gonna be another episode. So why do we detune music? Because we use temperaments, right? The short answer is, if you want to use a practical instrument, you will, in just intonation or in harmonic series, if you tune everything to the harmonic series, the proportions of the harmonic series, like I talked to you, point A, point B, the octave, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, you got equal divisions. The harmonic series are irregular divisions. And when they change another key, these divisions change too. So you will need, like if you have a clarinet, you will need to change the holes of it. If you got a guitar, you will need to change the frets. If you got, I don't know, a piano, you will have to retune that whole piano to another key. If you temper everything out, you will lead this chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, and this irregular thing, you will get approximated. And this approximation will lead to a better result in a practical system, which you can have multiple keys. So in a temperament, you have all these little chopped things, you can make a key of it. So you have C, you have D, you have E, you have F, and then you have F sharp or something. You got some sharp. This sharp will have a major scale, a minor scale, and every property of the first. You will have a repetition of the same pattern. And that's why we use temperaments, really. Okay, but you say you have to temper everything out to have approximated values, but what if I want to do just intonation? Okay, or to harmonic series? Okay, you can do it. But I must say that with physical instruments, you will never do it. Because physical instruments, like, I don't know, a guitar, are subject to physical interactions. And in the physical world, a string vibrates, but it oscillates its vibration. It's not exact. If you want it to be really, really exact, I will advise you electronic music devices, because electronic has little physical interaction, and the pitch will be closer to the original value. If you want, I don't know, to do a trumpet is a mixed instrument. It's not tempered. You have a valve, and then you have the harmonics, and you have there are valves to change the tuning of it. So it's mixed. You have the harmonics, and you have also some chromatic notes. So not every instrument is really tempered out. I will talk about in the future about what the trumpet and the brass instruments really work in this sense, in this physical sense of temperaments and tuning. So to make a little history of when did temperaments arise in Western culture, let's say it was like in the 16th century, 17th century, when Johann Sebastian Bach wrote the Well-Tempered Clavier. It was the cornerstone of equally tempered works, because in the past in that era they got the mean tone temperament. And the mean tone temperament, let's remember the point A, point B. Mean tone temperament is equally divided, and you got some irregularly divided. And you remember equal temperaments, equally divided, and harmonic series were irregular. So mean tone temperament tried to approximate to some values of the nature, but they make another values really out of tune. So that's why they start shifting to equally tempered system. But we should temper, or should we just use the natural values? It's a question you will have to answer yourself. I love both. I do electronic music with harmonic series, and I do equally tempered music. I don't just do the 12 note tempered music. I do 29 equally divided guitar and bass, and I also retune keyboards, so I know a great deal of temperaments. I've been investigating 10 years of it. But if you want to rebuild instruments to new temperaments, you will have to deal with the morphology of them. So it's difficult investigation, and it's hard work. So that's the limit of it. But temperaments with more slices from it. If you got temperaments, you got 12. You got 12 slices from it. But I got a 29 tone, like you got 29 slices from it, from the temperament. I have two 31 tone guitar. Then you have point A, point B, and you got 31 slices to make it really reductionist and really easy. But should we temper, or we should leave it out? I temper, and I do just intonation too. So that's my advice. Do both, and don't mind. I can talk hours of this topic. I've been really into it. But if you want more information, I do Zoom lessons. So if you want to join me, go in the comment section, or maybe talk to me on the YouTube, and we can have a session and a lesson of everything, of tuning, temperaments, everything. I will clarify every doubt of it. So have fun.